Welcome to the David Pakman Show. I'm Farron Cousins. I've been sitting in for David Pakman this week, and we have a lot to cover today, so let's go ahead and jump right in. Obviously, one of the biggest things happening right now in the country that's not named Joe Manchin is the Omicron variant. According to the new numbers, the Omicron variant now makes up 73% of new COVID cases. And of course, with holiday travel happening right now, these are the numbers from last Friday. Holiday travel is happening, holiday this weekend. We can expect those numbers to climb even higher. And that is why, of course, on Tuesday, President Joe Biden, once again, just like he did in September, came out and addressed the nation to both soothe our fears and remind us that we can protect ourselves, at least to a certain degree, from this virus. He, just like in September again, reiterated that this is becoming a pandemic of the unvaccinated. And at this point, not getting a booster shot is also kind of seen as not being fully vaccinated. We are seeing a drop-off in efficacy. So if you got your vaccine, your first 2 doses, February, March of this year, depending on the vaccine, it could be down to roughly a 40% efficacy compared to where it was several months ago if you do not get vaccinated. You're still offered some protection from it, obviously. It does, of course, reduce risk of hospitalization and death, but that is why those booster shots are so important. These vaccines do not last forever. This mRNA vaccine is not a forever thing. And booster shots may be something that we have to live with for the foreseeable future. And the Biden administration is also saying we're going to get tests out to American citizens, 500 million tests they're pledging. So that is a step forward. And of course, that is due to pressure. It was only, 2 weeks ago when Jen Psaki during a press conference, kind of dismissed the idea of giving the public free COVID tests. And now suddenly it's a reality after everybody pushed back on that issue. So the administration is responding to pressure. Also worth noting, but off topic, the fact that now they're even considering extending the student loan debt repayments, pushing that back further down the road. Again, this is due to public pressure. But it all underscores, obviously, the bigger point here. Omicron is running rampant here in the United States. Whereas a handful of weeks ago, we had 1 case out in California, 1 case in Minnesota. Now it's 73.2% of all new cases. And of course, that number is expected to rise. There's still too much we do not know about Omicron. So again, the best advice, and this is what Biden is telling us, is be safe. We don't have to go into a panic, he told us. We're not going back to lockdowns, which, I don't know, maybe that is something we should discuss here in America. We never really had real lockdowns anyway. Let's be honest about it. We had 50 different states doing 50 different things because our federal government, then run by the Trump administration, didn't want to do anything. So that's why we got pummeled with COVID in the first year. And then, of course, by the time Biden came back, everything was reopened. He didn't want to send us back to lockdowns, and he still refuses to do that. So I don't think, regardless of how bad it gets, I don't think Biden's going to put us back in that situation anyway, even if we need it. I think he feels, kind of like Trump did, the optics of that in an election year probably aren't going to look too great. So it is what it is. If you're traveling this holiday weekend, protect yourself. If you're going to be around friends, family, any large group of individuals indoors, wear masks if you can. Socially distance when possible. Do what you can to protect yourself because Omicron does appear, at least right now, to be a little more permeable in the vaccinated. We're not seeing, obviously, as severe of symptoms, but it's still a threat. So please, please, please protect yourselves out there.
One of our sponsors is called Privacy. Privacy is a totally free service that I've been using for years. Privacy lets me create virtual payment cards with one click, and when I use the virtual card, the money is taken out of my bank account. You can create multiple cards, delete them, freeze them, set a spending limit on them. Let's say I'm signing up for a free trial and it requires a credit card. Privacy will autofill a virtual card number, and then after signing up, I can delete that virtual card. So I know I'm not going to be charged again. Something really useful and very practical. Or let's say I'm ordering food over the phone, but I left my wallet somewhere. I don't have my real credit card on me. I can use a virtual card on my Privacy mobile app. But really the best part is you're not out there exposing your real credit card number, so you're not as susceptible to data breaches and identity theft. Privacy is a totally free service, and you'll get $5 to spend when you go to privacy.com/Pacman. The link is right underneath this video.